don't wanna have to tell you all the things I know. I don't wanna stay, but I don't wanna go. I don't wanna be the lover in your arms. I don't wanna be the one to keep you from home. I don't wanna be the crooked person in your heart. I don't wanna stop, but I don't wanna stop. Part-time lover, how we suffer now. I don't wanna waste no more of your precious time. I don't wanna say that everything will be fine. I don't wanna feel your tears on my skin. I'm a coward, baby, don't let me in. Part-time lover, how we suffer now. So I don't wanna sit in and get with you, baby, tonight. I don't wanna love, I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna have to tell you all the things I know. I don't wanna stay, but I don't wanna go. Wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of war. There is no sickness, toil nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. that shopping for me. Where weary eyes no more will we. I'm going land to see my father. I'm going land, no more to roam. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm going land to see my brother. He said he'd meet me when I come.
Good day, this is Thumbs United. We're doing our creative stream for Quotations and technically LCD Productions as well. So today was kind of like, I don't know, things were messed up, if that makes sense. Slept in beyond late. Woke up at 3 p.m. It's not like I got any extra sleep. I didn't get the right number of hours. I went to bed at about 6:30 in the morning, and like I was just working on stuff, and then like I finished the Mass Effect stream at 3:30 in the morning, which was like and that was because I did a double stream. I did a creative stream right before it, and then I did 3 hours of Mass Effect 2. And so that was, kind of bad. It shouldn't have ended that late. And then yeah, I just started working on stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to do the 3D on my projector. So that was a big production that still ended up failing. And so then I gave up, and it was 6 in the morning. And then by the time I got in bed and tried to go back to sleep, it was 6:30. So I told myself, sleep until 12. And when my mom texted me and she's like, "Are you alive?" And I looked at my watch and it was like 3 in the afternoon. And I was like, like I felt like a zombie. I went to go make my coffee, but I was like, the coffee's going to take too long to make. It takes like 5 minutes to brew. And so I made some tea, drank that, and then once the coffee was finished, I drank the coffee. It was just like, it was such a hard day to start. Oh my goodness. I'm still tired. I drank a cup of tea right before this, so we'll see how well this goes. I'm only going to be streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. I need to get to bed at a reasonable time. And yeah, so let's get started. And so this one, we've been editing a lot of photography. So all the photos are things in purple. So they're stationary, and then I'll go back once we finish sorting everything. Once the positions are locked, then I will go through and we will animate the photography to make it more kinetic. And that's where the quotations comes in. It's like a made-up word I came up with for animating photography, so it's photographic animations, and that's how I got the word quotations out of it. But this also has video. Everything in blue is video. We can play a few of them. I'll make this bigger. So this is a video, and it's okay. This is taking, all this footage is 3D, the photos are 3D, the video is in 3D. I actually took a shoulder mount with me when I went to New York. It's a medium-sized one. You can use a DSLR on it with a pretty big lens, and I have a big DSLR. And then it also holds the 3D camera. The 3D camera I'm using is actually smaller than a DSLR. But what's nice about the shoulder mount is that it's completely collapsible. You can take out all the rods, and then it fits in a very small camera bag, which is what I have. I have 2 camera bags. I have a large one and a small one. And the large one I'm currently using to hold my drone, but the smaller one is what I take when I travel. And so it's like a thicker backpack in terms of depth, but it's actually shorter than a real backpack. But you still have to be careful while you're using it, because if you turn around, you can still knock people out. It does extend far off your back, but it is short. So I usually carry around maybe 4 or 5 lenses in there, and then 2 cameras and a GoPro. So you can fit a lot in it. It's a Tamarack Expedition 3, I believe. Or it might be a 5. But super reliable. I got it in 2007. And I'm still using it. So that's 9 years. No, it's not 9 years. It's 11 years later. That it still works. And I have no reason to replace it or anything. It's an awesome bag. I highly recommend Tamarack, if that's how you say their name. So, what we're going to be doing is, first we'll have to explore the photos. I think what this section is, I'm not sure why I grouped it this way. I think these are all exterior buildings. That has to be it. So it's all, oh my goodness, having too much fun. So yeah, so we're just gonna match things like that. So let's make these clips fatter so that we can group them easier. And we're not going to be cutting down the clips. We're just going to be getting rid of the ones we don't need. And the 3D is taken with a combination of the GoPro Hero system and a JVC camera called the 3D Enviro. It's a whole line they have, and it's a midpoint prosumer camera. They actually have the Enviro as a professional camera, and I didn't get it. It does pretty much the exact same thing as the prosumer camera does, except it has XLR inputs. And well, you really do want XLR inputs. I do so much running gun, where I don't set up a tripod, I don't set up microphones, I just run and shoot. That when I do use a microphone, I usually use a shotgun microphone, and I have a self-contained unit where you just put the battery in, and then it has a 3.5 millimeter. This is essentially a headphone jack, and so that will go into the JVC camera, and that's how I record sound when I want to record sound. Usually, I don't end up recording sound. I either go back to the location and do it later with. I have a personal recorder. It's a test cam, and it does 24-bit and stereo, and so I'll go back and use that one because I really like the stereo sound and the binaural 3D effect. And that's kind of how I shoot. And with the shoulder mount, I am able to attach the test cam. So sometimes what I do is I use the test cam microphone, and I have it record to an SD card. But then I have it's a double male headphone jack. So one end goes into the test cam headphone port, and then the other end goes into the camera. So the camera gets the same audio as the test cam, but it makes it easier to sync up because it's the exact same audio. But most cameras don't record audio in 16-bit. They only don't record it in 24-bit. They only record it in 16-bit, which is lower quality. You really want 24-bit. But so then you can go back and edit it and put in the audio files and mix things up better that way. So what I've kind of learned is we're going to have to organize we're gonna have to organize the videos first, and there's only one airplane photo, so we'll put that to begin with. And then I'm gonna be alternating to make sure it makes sense to look the best. So here we have the side view of the taxi, then we have the close-up of the taxi, which looks good, but this might be better to start off with looking directly on, then side. Okay, so that's done. We're just gonna raise it up a layer to really separate it, so it's easier to sort. So now we're going to go by color. We're not going to go by location. Raise this up one more layer so it's out of the way. So we're going to be looking for images that kind of look like this. Do. So the real way I'm selecting these clips is I'm trying to get all the clips of buildings where the buildings are lighter colors and the color temperature is the hue is more blue. That's kind of how I'm going through and selecting them. Like these ones are too warm to be kind of inserted next to each other. So this is our set. And we'll scoot everything that way. And then we'll just remove all the spaces. Now we'll get this in order. So I want to start off with the angles looking up. So ground level looking up. And this is working pretty well. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to switch the order a little bit. I want this kind of historical building to go first. from really populated buildings to least populated. And I'm still grouping kind of by color of building. These ones, the buildings are more red. The color temperature is still cold, based on the image. Okay, so this is the order. I'm going from warm buildings to cool ones. So that section's done. We'll raise it up a level. Now we're going to get kind of the same group of images, but everything that's a warmer hue. So that's going to be probably everything that's left over. You can see this is all warmer. So it's pretty much all this. So we're going to edit this section first. So we'll have the side go first. And then the wide angle. It's not the GoPro wide, it's the wide angle on the JVC. And then we'll alternate. Okay, this feels acceptable. So we're just gonna raise it up a level, then move it out here. Okay, so I'm going to take photos that are not the buildings are not the subject, and then we'll go through and get all those. So it's kind of just stuff that's eye level. So some of this is technically still building, but So I managed to divide up the episodes we already edited, and there's like 14 episodes we already completed. So the final count is there's still going to be more. I think what we kind of roughly calculated it was that it's going to be around 28, 29 episodes of 3D stuff. So that's interesting. And this will be the biggest project I do. In 3D. There's still a whole another section of 3D work that needs to be done. So we're just going through and selecting kind of eye level. Or videos that start out at eye level. Okay, so we have everything. Now we're going to sort it. Okay, so and we have our rat friend. Which we don't need that clip. I'm trying to keep all the videos that are from the same area kind of grouped together. Do. As soon as we finish this video part, I'm going to take a short break. Trying to get all the videos of the park together. I might as well throw wildlife in there with it. See all these traffic lights, so this sets it up for that. And then go to the park. Okay. So this is set up. And what's gonna take us the longest is what we're doing now. And we're slowly whittling it down. There's not that many photographs. There's only let's see. Only 10 minutes of photographs. So now let's see what's left. Okay, so I want these two. Whoa. To go over here. Do. This lens flare can go there. We're going to start off with the lens flare. So now we're really looking for our warmer images, which is what was kind of left to us. And we're like slowly introducing more and more trees. I'm trying to get the kind of the organic stuff all grouped together. Okay, now let's make sure our tree group is, yeah, that seems fine. So that one can go there. So now I'm looking for buildings that are red. Red or orange. And then eventually what we'll end up doing is getting buildings that are white. And we'll transition. So we're going from warmer images to more hard white, more neutral. That should be over there. Okay, so that section's done. And for this next section, it might be fine as it is. So we'll just move it that way. This is the New York Public Library, the outside. I'm going from a wide angle to do. So I want to group on the outside of the building together. So we're gonna do the building, and I'm going to the carvings. And yeah, that's the order. So we have the videos all grouped. So we will spread them out. I need to make this bigger for me. So I had a whole list of things I wanted to do yesterday, and I got to none of them. Not a single one. I wanted to see the integrity of our family tent, and then I wanted to work on my robot a little bit more, and I got to none of it. I was very productive today. Well, not like very productive, but I was pretty productive. I did a lot of web development stuff, so that was nice. I've been meaning to do that forever, and I'm gonna do some more after I get offline and tomorrow. I wanted to work outside, but in terms of gardening and everything, but the second I was ready to start, it started raining really hard, so I was like, which is funny because I checked the weather, yesterday and this morning, and it said nothing, no rain. So that was like, oh, good. Okay, so now we are going to see the photos we have. Okay, so I kind of know what I want. So I'll take these 3 and gotta find that bird. There he is. I lost it. I lost it. Where did that? Oh, that's why. I got disoriented. And what's nice is that this is kind of the same area where these photos now we're gonna get the photos looking, straight up. And like we've already done the hard part, it's all downhill from here. But first we have this outlier. They're 2 different buildings, but we're gonna lie and slam them together. Okay, so I think I know where I want to put these. I have a whole section dedicated to kind of warm colored buildings. This is actually supposed to come down too. Okay. I texted my sister last night because I got this idea. I have an office and I use my laptop to make sure I'm actually streaming. And then my desktop does the streaming and I work on the desktop. And to plug in my laptop, it's like really difficult. The power strip is really difficult to get to, so it's pretty much the only place I use my laptop is, in this office, even though I already have a computer there. But I texted my sister, she just got a new computer, so I was like, can I have your old power cord, because we have the same year? And she was like, yep, if you can find it. So I found it, and the cord, like the actual power cord, was in pieces. Like it was severed and almost completely cut off. So last night I I went through and I soldered the wires together. Then I wrapped it up and kind of reinforced it with duct tape, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I do it anyway. And so now I have a charging cable for upstairs in my room, which is perfect because I connect it right next to the projector. So now I just take my laptop out when I'm done, and I can stream whatever for my grandmother and I. And then the next day I just bring the laptop down. I don't have to worry about, plugging it in or accidentally unplugging the computer and stuff. Because that's the hard part, is that, the computer, the laptop charger is, connected right next to my desktop computer. The whole wiring is a little ridiculous. I essentially have one plug in this room, and then I have like surge protectors, and then I wire everything through that. Okay, so I can't figure out where I want to put these 3 photographs. I guess we'll put this one here, because it's kind of like a similar structure. But we will put it first. So I'll go from that to this, and then that one. Okay, so I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. Yeah, it should be like 3 minutes or so. So I'll see everyone then. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back to work. I was getting really tired. So my timer says we have 14 minutes left. We should be able to finish before then. And this is the only project we're going to work on. After we finish this, I'm going to divide it into 2 chunks. The total time for everything is about 40 minutes. So that's enough to be 2 episodes, even though the videos aren't cut down to their exact length. We're going to do that later. Okay. So, we are going to get our subway. Because I have a few images. We'll get this one. Construction and subway stuff. Okay, so I want so one subway can go there. And construction photo can go here. Because this, you can see the construction over there. I'm going to save the last. Yesterday there's this store, my sister who's living in Pennsylvania, she's studying in Pennsylvania. She's been begging us to go to this store in Michigan, which is where I live, and anyway, it's the stuff that you buy. None of it's like packaged stuff. You buy everything by weight, and there's these beans she wanted, so she wants us to send it to her. And the beans are good. I mean, I know why she likes them, but what they do is they take pinto beans, and then they cut them into pieces and dehydrate them. And so all you have to do is add hot water, and then you kind of have some, it's still beans, but it's kind of somewhere between refried and like nacho beans. So it's really good, and it's really easy to cook. And like I said, it's really good for nachos. So what you can do is you take boiling water, which you can just get from like the electric kettles, and then you have like a small bowl. You put it's essentially bean powder in the bowl, then the hot water. You mix it up, then you can pour it over chips, and then you put your cheese, and then you toast it, and then you have like really good nachos. And there's like a lot of things you can do with that. You can put it over rice and things like that. So we finally went there and we got some, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, because I went to Costco a couple days before with the purpose of getting green tea. At Costco they had this really good brand of green tea, but it was 100 pack. So the last time we got it was in like maybe February. No, not February. In March, and we just ran out now. So when I went to Costco, we looked. I even asked somebody for it, and they didn't have any. So I was like, oh, they no longer carry that brand. And it was the Kirkland brand, but they don't make it anymore. And so that was like, oh no. So we went to this, place where they sell everything by measurements, and they sell tea there. So I was like, this is perfect. I'll get green tea. So we go there, and they have the green tea. There was this pack where they have like the normal containers, the normal teas, which come in like a 20 pack. But then they have this, bulk pack you can get, and it's like 500 tea packs. So I was like, let's get the 500 and never have to get tea again. But I got Earl Grey, and which I'm a big fan of. And then so yesterday, so it's part of the side story. So I pull out the Earl Grey, and the shop owner is like, helicoptering over me, which is like making me nervous, because like I already have social anxiety, so like people just kind of creeping on me doesn't help. And so he saw I got the Earl Grey, and he's like, oh, how many do you want? And I was like, well, this bag seems fine, because I thought, you just get the bag. He was like, no, it's partial fulfillment. And I was like, okay, so then don't charge me the full amount. He was like, well, I'll have to count how many there are in there. And so it's a big bag. And so at first I didn't really understand what he was saying. I mean, I kind of told you what he was saying, but he didn't quite say it that way. He was like, you need to select another bag. And I was like, why? And he was like, this isn't the full amount. And so I was like, oh. He's like, if you want to get this, I have to count how many tea bags are in it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, this, seems like enough. And so he took the bag. I counted how many were in there. So there ended up being 350 bags of Earl Grey. I was like, that sounds good. And so we go to check out. We have about 4 pounds of the dehydrated beans. Some of them I'm keeping. The rest we're gonna send to my sister. And then we got some other stuff, some candy, and some crackers. Not crackers, but the biscuits, which are like cookies slash crackers, but they're not really sweet. Okay, so now we're looking for red buildings finally. I have a lot of those. And so we go to check out, and the dude totally throws me on the bus because my mom, she's like paying, and then it was $60, and she was like, "Huh, that's more than usual." And the shopkeeper was like, "Yeah, it's your tea." It's like, seriously, like he was really judging me for getting tea. And I was just like, what? First off, I'm not even getting the full pack. And then, second off, you know, I mean, they sell 500. And I was only getting 350. So that was weird. The shop owner is, you know, really odd. Like, not quite odd, like maybe serial killer, but kind of odd in a creepy way, which is why I'm not saying the name of the business. But the store's really nice. He's just kind of too meticulous and doesn't quite, just seems a little off. That makes sense. So now I'm looking for buildings that are kind of red. If I can select the clip without extending it. This is going to need a lot of color grading. You know what, I like that one there. Now we have to find a home for that one. Which I think can be right here. Okay, we're getting closer. We only have 7 more photographs to place. So we're gonna take these 3, and these are lighter buildings, so I know where they'll go. Okay. That's my alarm for ending the stream. We're not going to end. We're going to finish this. If it's the last thing I do. Okay, last three. Last three. Two more. And kind of have an idea where I want to place them. I just don't know where the... okay, I remember now. Somewhere over here. Goodness for undo. Okay. So this is it. So now we just kind of then we're going to divide it into 20-minute chunks. So there should only be 2 chunks. So we just go to 20 minutes. Well, let's see how long it is exactly. So it's 38. So we should go to 19 minutes really. Get them both close to. So right there. So we'll just so when I go offline, I'll split this up into 2 pieces. But that's the project. Finished the sequence in later episodes, later creative streams. We're going to go through and we're going to trim the video and then add the title sequences, and after that's done, and then we can animate all the photographs. Some of the video I'm going to do some time modulation on to make it a little longer or shorter. I mean more longer for the videos. But so these aren't the final times. It might end up being around 30 minutes for these episodes once all the clips are adjusted. But after we do all that, then the animation is started, and then and we do the color grading last, which is going to be interesting for this, especially this episode, because we have like really dark, cloudy, moody images that we have to match with sunny, bright images. So that'll be fun to do. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. I think it's going to be really fun. I look forward to it. So thanks for tuning in. I'm doing a creative stream tomorrow. Again, sometime between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow is Thursday when I do a video game rerun. And so we just finished Mass Effect 2, so that's what we'll be rerunning tomorrow. I'm going to do a creative rerun though, where it's going to go through Flint, Michigan photography with Sleeping Spring, and then I believe it's Project Newfoundland. That documentary is going to play, and then Live to Tape story time. And after that, it will go back to some creative past casts, and eventually some more photations, some photographic animation final projects. I believe it's Photations Mark III that is going to be playing the 3rd season of Photations. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see everyone tomorrow, sometime between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, have a good day.